Hello, race fans, and welcome to another edition of Apex This Racing. Today, we are at Virginia International Raceway. Weather has been troublesome during practice and qualifying. We had a fairly wet practice, then it went kind of dry in qualifying, and then when we were done with qualifying and we all went off for lunch or enjoy some time away from the track, it evidently rained again because now the puddles are back. The track itself is dry. Interesting. So we have a dry line with huge puddles on the corners. This should make for an interesting race. We have a nice big field tonight with, what do we have here? 23 racers, it looks like. So that's going to provide for a lot of excitement. Let's take a look back. What did we have here for our grid? DJ P1, Brian's in P2, Kevin 3, Tom O'Gorman P4, and so on. Looks like they're heading up the hill here. So let's get this switched over so we're ready for the race to start. First off, I want to say a big thank you to Apex Sim Racing, our sponsor, for all your sim racing gear. Check out apexsimracing.com. And if you're interested in racing with us, check us out at Apex Sim Racing. Whoops. ApexThis.racing. All right, this is going to be an interesting race. They're going to have to watch out for these puddles. Stay on the dry line. When you're trying to pass, it's going to be interesting because you might have to hit a puddle to pass someone. So, all right, we're about to kick this off. Heading down the line, everybody's staying in their nice, comfy rows, missing the puddles. As we go, I see some in the back running over the puddles. That'll make for an interesting start, and we're off. All right, heading down the straight into the first corner. Let's see what kind of carnage happens here. Oh, careful. I see some bumping, some touches. So far, so good. I don't see anybody flying off in the background. Oh, being careful. There's a spinner. Kyle Mavis goes around, gets in the puddle. Everybody's being cautious around him, gets it set up, going back the right direction. So let's go back up to the front. So we've got DJ pulling a gap on Brian's in with, oh, I see another spinner in the background. That looks like John Cooper. We will cover all these incidents after the race. Miss those puddles. Don't hit those puddles, guys. Uh-oh. There goes Corey Mitchell and Joe Mayer into each other. They did a synchronized wreck there. Again, we'll cover this. So Joe is now without a back window and a back spoiler. That's tough. And looks like Corey has left the building. Caught that puddle at the top of the hill, and that's tough. Tough one. Jump back up here. DJ sitting here up by himself. He's got a 1 second gap on Brian's in behind him. Brian's in as Tom O'Gorman tucked in right behind him. Ooh, Tom thought about making a move there. He thought about it. Oh, Brian gets into the puddle, has to ease up coming around there. Same with Spencer. All right, let's see what Tom O'Gorman can do here with Brian Zinn coming in hot into this corner. Brian in the Mustang, Tom in a McLaren. Missed the puddle. Swinging around. Brian gets into Tom a little bit. If it doesn't, nobody loses control. They stay with it. Let's stay on this. Oh! Both Brian and Spencer. Spencer loops it around. Brian loses few, looks like a second and a half or so. So that's opened up. There's those puddles you can see. Man, you get in those and it's just, these S's are dangerous. I see check back here in the field where we've got, it's like Kelly Greenhoe, Craig Thompson, Kent Kruger, Ryan Chase. There's Kelly in 9th, Craig Thompson in 10th, Kent in 11th. Everybody being careful of those puddles. And then here comes Joseph bringing up the rear as he got a, yes, he's got his spoiler back, so he must, maybe he pulled in for a quick repair. Get that taken care of. Ooh, coming through Oak Tree, there goes a looper. Derek Tyndall goes around. That curb is going to be slick. So you're going to have to be careful on the curbs. Jumping all around here, trying to keep on top of the battles. We've got Ryan on the back of Dylan. We're just into lap 3. Dylan's pulling a little bit of a gap there. Go up here. Oh, I see Craig Thompson get in a puddle and get loose. So everybody's tiptoeing around this track. Jump back up here to DJ, who has pulled a healthy gap on the rest of the field. He has got Brian Zinn behind him. Looks like Tom O'Gorman has left the building, so he must have had a problem. We'll catch that later. Let's jump back in here and see what's happening. So we've got Kevin on the back end of Brian, and they are just diving into those puddles. Some of them are just, they're hard to miss. Kevin taking a wider line there. Catch that puddle, watch that curb. Kevin is really pressuring Brian here. Let's see if he can make a run here and do anything coming up to the quick left-right here. So Brian stays ahead for now. I'm going to keep following this. Let's see if Kevin can do anything on the long straight that's coming up here. See the water flying, Kevin. Oh, they're both wiggling in the water. You touch that water on those slicks and you are asking for trouble. Jump back here. We've got Dylan right on Kent's rear bumper. Oh, Dylan's flashing his lights. They are in the same division, so Kent does not have to pull over. Oh, Dylan just came in there and gave him a tap. Trying to bully him out of position, evidently. Dylan regains that, doesn't lose a position, but he's lost a little time. Come back here, we've got Joshua Smith being pressured. Let's see, who's who here? So Joshua is pressuring Chris, the 44 there. Oh, what happened? Joshua lost some time. He must have hit a puddle. Hey, Trees, how you doing? Let's get a different camera angle here. Up through the S's. Look at that water flying ahead of them. They're not shy getting into those puddles. Checking to see if there's any fish at the bottom of them, evidently. Dive in deep. Don't slide off to the right here. Head up for Oak Tree. Hard on the brake. Bring it around. This is where it's so important to get on the accelerator quick. Get on that gas before the car ahead of you, and you can make up time. Stay on this one here for a little bit just to see. Doesn't look like Joshua. Yeah, he's not going to get there in time. So let's bounce up here. What do we got going on? See if Kent and Dylan are doing anything exciting here. So last time, Dylan gave Kent a little hip check to try and throw him off. Let's see if Dylan does anything this time. So Killen. Oh, there he just catches him again, moves him out of the way, evidently. Not the cleanest racing, but we'll see what the stewards think of that. So Kent loses 1, 2, 3 positions, 4 positions from that tap there. Let's go back up to the front here and see what we got going on. We've got Brian Lemke and Brian Zinn nose to tail, with DJ has dropped back to 4th. So we missed something. Isn't that exciting? Again, we'll catch the off tracks and all that good stuff at the end here. There's just too much going on to catch every possible pass or incident. This is going to get interesting here. Brian is coming up hard. See if he can get up on the inside. Come up over the hill, side by side. Through that. Brian stays ahead of Brian, with DJ trying to get his nose in here. Oh, Brian goes around. He got in a puddle. And right behind him, it looks like Roman may have gotten in the same puddle. And they both go around, so they have lost a lot of time compared to DJ and Brian Lemke. So Kevin Zhu is now 3 seconds out front, with a second and a half DJ behind Brian Lemke. Then Kelly Greenhoe. Let's run through our field here right now. We got a little chance. So we've got Kelly here in 4th, Roman Bykov in 5th, Brian Zinn in 6th. Then we've got Craig Thompson making a great show in 7th. Dylan Anderson finding a way through the field. Kyle Mavis. And then Ryan Chase in 10th. Kent back here in 11th. Donald Mensing in 12th place. And then Chris and Joshua are still going out at it. Back and forth. Oh, there goes Donald off track. Catch a puddle on these slicks and you are gone. Then we've got Ethan Boyle here in 15th. Derek Tyndall in 16th. Here's Oz in 17th. Oz making a showing. He has been away from the track for a while, so it's good to see him back with us again. And he's picked a wet race on GT4s with a new tire model as his first race. Oh, hang on to it, Oz. He's got it. Joe Mayer. He was one that got tangled up. Not tangled, they just went off together earlier with Corey and Joe. And then we've got Jesse back here with Spencer. These two were normally up front, so they have had their share of problems. And then we've got John Cooper back here in 21st, and we have Tom O'Gorman gone, Uva Hale gone, and Corey Mitchell gone. So quite a few racers have had their problems and decided to call it a night. Just too bad, because this is good practice. Oh, what's that action going on ahead of these guys? I see Dylan up here. Gets to the outside. Kyle makes a pass on the inside. And Dylan's already flashing his headlights. Oh, oh, there goes Craig Thompson around. Dylan definitely has the headlight flash down. Just needs to get the pass without running into people down. So up through the S's they go. Come up here with Brian Zinn. How's he doing? He has got Roman Bykov right behind him. Jump back here to Dylan. Want to see what's happening here. Dylan's on the backside of Ryan Chase. Up the long back straight. Over the hill. Here they come in. Oh, Dylan's taking an inside move. And he takes out Brian. So there he goes. Man is a one-man wrecking ball this race. So let's come back here, Dylan or Ryan, trying to get back into it. Let's see where our closest races. Got a close one here between. Oh, that's not so close. Craig and Kent. Kent is now back up to 8th. Craig is up to 7th. So they've made some time up. Come back here. Got Donald and Derek Tyndall right behind him. Let's see if. And they have Roman Bykov right ahead of them, who was in the lead pack. So Roman has had an incident. There's too much going on. Let's jump back up to the front. All right, so we've got Kevin Zhu still in our lead. He has DJ behind him. We've got a lap car in between the two there. I think that's Spencer, yep. Then we've got Brian Lemke, and then Brian Zinn, and they've all got a fairly healthy gap between each of them. Then here's Kelly, Kyle Mavis, Craig Thompson, Kent Kruger, Brian Chase, Chris, Ethan, Roman with Derek behind him. Donald Mensing back here in 14th. Dylan Anderson has gone back to 15th. Oz in 16th. And we've got Joe Mayer trying to make up from that early loss and a pit stop where he would have pull in and have his guys do a repair. And then we've got Jesse and Spencer back here. And then John Cooper putting in the laps. Putting in the laps to get better. You never know when you're going to race on this kind of a track again where it's half wet, half dry, so you might as well put in the time. Ryan Chase has got Chris Lamb right behind him. That's probably Chris Lom, I'm guessing. Stay in there with him. Derek, oh, caught that one. Oh, that was close. Joshua Smith went around there. and just was lucky he didn't catch the car in front of him. Or the car in front of him was lucky he didn't get him, so. Oh, that water is just so hard. Now we've got Kevin Zhu still out front with DJ right behind him, Brian Lemke, and Brian Zinn. So healthy gaps between all of them. Let's find our closest race here. It's right here between Ethan Boyle putting the pressure on Chris. Let's see if he can get behind him here. Watch out for the puddles, getting close. There's a puddle on the inside. Ooh, he's definitely caught up to him. Chris is being careful through there. It's a good section to be careful. Stay out of those puddles, inside and out. Oh, he's hitting the pit lane. So let's jump. So that is, what lap are we on? Lap 10. It's kind of early for a pit stop, but maybe he's got some damage, or maybe he just wants to dive in for an early pit stop. Since he was behind another car and losing time, that's a good time to get your pit stop out of the way. Kyle making his way through the S's without wrecking. That's good to see. We got back here. Nice trees growing. Kent and Craig putting on their show. All right, here's a little battle going on here between three cars. We've got Chris in front, then Roman Bykov, and then Derek Tyndall bringing up the rear. This is Roman's view of Chris in front of him. That's his bumper cam. Jump back here to Derek. He's a little further back. So we'll stick on Roman, see if he's going to make a pass here. Yes, he is. He's going to go for it. He's on the inside. Derek's thinking about getting his nose in there. Ooh, that was close. Losing the action here. So Derek does stay behind Chris. Follow them through this series. Stay out of the wet. I see some other cars. There's more cars taking pit lane. So we are definitely getting into pit stops now. What's our pit lane look like? Got a few cars in there. There's Derek in the pit lane. Joseph Mayer is in the pit lane. Kevin Zhu is still up front. Watch out for those puddles. Here's Kevin just staying out of the wet. Let's see how close he gets to the left here. I'm pretty sure there's a big puddle up here on the left side. There it is. Yeah, he's staying out of that. And he's got Spencer down a lap behind him, and then DJ right behind Spencer. Oh, I see Spencer taking a excursion there. He must have caught a puddle. Yep, there's the grass left on the track. So that puts DJ now with nobody between him and Kevin. See if he can make some time up back here with Craig and Kent. This is our closest battle on track right now. Everybody else is just scattered about, just trying to stay out of the puddles. So we'll stick with this one here for a little bit. Watch those puddles on the outside. It's another dangerous place. Yep. Ooh, that curb is dangerous. So many. It's just like a minefield out here. Just a minefield. And they start up through the S's. This is still our closest battle. So we'll stick with this. Oh, heavy in the water. That's dangerous. Watch out. Come around through Oak Tree. Let's see if Kent can get in his draft here and make up some time. 0.35, 3.4, 3. Yes, he's definitely catching him, but he's not going to get close enough to attempt a pass. That'd be a tough pass to make right through there anyway. Stay out of that water. Careful there. Let's hear him get off the gas a little bit, being careful. And this is the minefield here to walk through without... Oh, there goes Craig in to make pit stop. Now Kent is on his own, which kind of everybody is right now. So let's run through the field. We've got Kevin Zhu, who is 3 seconds up on DJ. And then we've got Brian Lemke sitting, where is he? A healthy 8 seconds back. And then Brian Zinn. And then Kyle Mavis in 5th place. Kent Kruger in 6th place. We've got Roman Baikov, Chris Lom. Here's Joe Mayer, has made his way up to 9th. So he has worked his way back up through the field. I think Corey may have given up too early. It's Joe and Corey were in the same incident, and Joe is making some good time here. Then behind them, we have Oz in 10th place. So he's making a good recovery as well. Craig Thompson coming out of the pits in 11th. What's happening up here at front? Their leaders are pulling into the pits. All right. They're all in there. Let's see. Kevin Zhu stayed out. Oh, I guess Kevin and DJ stayed out. I've got Kent in the pits and Kyle in pit lane. Let's get back to the field here. We left off at Craig. Here is Ethan Boyle. Spencer has got himself up to 13th. We've got Donald. Here's Kelly Greenhoe. Derek Tyndall. Dylan Anderson. Owen DeGrasse. Joshua Smith. And then John Cooper, Ryan Chase. Everybody is just kind of out there all by themselves. I see a lot of little islands here. Here we've got Kyle and Oz. Here comes Kent up through the S's. Oh, he caught that curb and into the wall he goes. Oh, hood up. Yeah, that car has got some serious damage. And evidently he's going to try and make it around to pit lane. And I don't think that car wants to turn. Oh, yeah, that front left wheel is done. So he's rattling and shaking all over the place. Let's make sure he stays out of the cars behind him. Who's he got behind him? He's got Joe Mayer coming up here. Kent's still got that hood up. He's going to hit the brakes here and let Joe get around him. Make sure he doesn't impede anybody. Can't make that turn. In the grass he goes. And yeah, just cut it. So he is heading for pit lane. All right. Pretty sure where that's going. We made it this far. Let's just see if he makes it. Does he make it to pit lane? That car does not want to turn left. He's staying out of the way. And he did make it to pit lane. Let's hope they get that car fixed in a short amount of time. So he has dropped from, what was he, 6th or 7th? And is going to continue to keep dropping down the field. We have DJ in the lead. What happened? Where did Kevin go? Kevin is in the pit lane. Kevin had something happen. And he is just sitting here in the pit lane. So something has gone wrong there. Brian is in P2. Brian is in P3. Roman, 4th. Kyle, great showing in 5th. Craig Thompson killing it in 6th. Joe Mayer goes from that incident on lap 1 to 7th place. Chris has got, oh, there goes car in the background there. There's Oz. Donald Mensing right ahead of John Cooper, who is moving over for he's a lap car, so he's moving over for Kelly Greenhoe in front of him now. And Spencer up to 12th. Derek Tyndall, 13th. Dylan Anderson, 14th. Kevin Zhu still in the pits. He is up on the jacks. Kent, they are working heavily on that. You just see the action going on around that car as they repair it. There's so much happening. Look at that. There's just beating and banging and twisting and turning. It's so exciting to watch these cars getting repaired. And now we've got John Cooper back here in 18th and Ryan Chase in 19th. Is Jesse still with us? No, Jesse has left the building. Roman Bykov. Here's our closest gap, so let's see what's happening here. That's Donald. Kelly Greenhoe right in front of him. And John Cooper coming up behind him. And everybody else is very well spread out. Here's DJ. Spencer behind him, but Spencer is down a lap. Then Brian Lemke is 15 seconds back of DJ. He's trying to keep that car on track. And here is Brian Zinn starting up the S's here. Careful, we've seen some cars crash and burn right there. We saw Kent go off there. Brian makes it through with ease. Roman Bykov coming up through there. That car does great. Kyle. Follow him up through the S's. Track is still wet. Here comes Craig Thompson. He's coming up through the S's. Ooh, whoa, no. Stay with it. Stay with it. Nice. Oh, he's not there yet. He's not there yet. He's working on it. Get that car back on track. There you go. Nice save. Watch out for mud and grass on your tires now. Very nice save. Chris. He's coming up through the S's. This is where the action happens. He has Joshua, who is down a lap behind him. And Oz back here, making a great showing. He's up to 8th on his return back. Joe Mayer, 9th place. Great recovery. Kelly, 10th. Spencer, he's made a good recovery, up to 11th. Right behind DJ, our race leader, out in front of him. DJ has himself a nice gap, so it looks like he's just being very careful. Donald Mensing and Derek racing for position. This is for 12th place. Derek on the inside, or on the outside. Donald going through the water. Oh, Derek going through the water. Stay out of the water, boys. Derek has made that pass. Hang on to it as they make it through that series. Nice. Dylan Anderson hanging in there. Here's Joshua Smith right behind Chris. Those are the two racing together earlier, and now Joshua is a lap down. We've got Ryan Chase. John Cooper. Still having trouble with those, the wet track. Going through Oak Tree. Here's Ethan Boyle. I think we're coming up on the last lap here. Kent still getting that car repaired. Furious action going on it. Kevin Zhu still sitting in the pits. Nothing happening there. DJ 14 seconds out ahead. Stay out of the water. Here's DJ. Here comes Brian Lemke. Tiptoeing through there. Watching out for that curve. Brian Zinn, he's coming through there. Hard on the gas. Roman Bykov, he's heading up to Oak Tree. See how everybody does this turn. Bring it out wide. Easy on the gas so you don't spin out. Yep. Kyle Mavis. Easy on the gas. Yep. Craig Thompson. Back your ways. Oh, looks like Kent is back on track. And trying to go off track. Oh no, he's just leaving room for a car behind him to make that pass. So he has dropped down to 19th and letting other cars go by. There's Craig Thompson just ahead of him. Kevin Sue has left the building. Officially, Oz. Where are you, Oz? There you are. All right, let's come around here. I think this is our last lap, lap 20. No, we've got, I'm looking at the time there, there's 39 minutes. We'll just follow DJ around here. We don't, oh, there is a battle going on back here between Oz and Chris in different divisions. Here's another one going on back here. We're actually seeing some action. John Cooper, Ryan Chase, Craig Thompson. That was for position. Come back up here. Ooh, there's a close one. Jump back up here to DJ. Coming around here through Hawkpin. Is that what we call this? And heading to the line. There you go. DJ brings it across the line in P1. Then we've got Brian Lemke. I'm going to jump back here to this battle that's happening. It doesn't look like anybody else unless they have an incident, have a chance to make up a position, but we do here. Chris and Oz are in two different divisions. Chris is in our MPL, which stands for Mid-Pack Larry, and Oz is in the Pro. Oz has Josh Smith right behind him and Joseph Mayer right behind him. So on the same, there we go. Josh is moving out of the way since he's a lap down. He's going to let, oh no, Joe wants to draft him there for a little bit. I thought he was going to move out of the way. And he does, yes. So here we are heading up. This is one of the final points you're going to have to make a pass, and it's not going to happen here. So they're going to end up, as you see them, with Chris coming in 7th, Oz in 8th, Joe Mayer in 9th. Everybody else just following in behind. I don't see any other battles that are going to happen here. So let's bring up our results. We've got DJ, Brian, Roman, Kyle, Craig in 6th. Nice job, Craig. Chris in 7th place. And then Oz. Great to have you back, Oz. Good showing. Joe Mayer, who was in that opening incident with Corey, brings it up to 9th place. Corey should have hung around. Then we've got Kelly Greenhoe and a system that has decided not to go any further. All right, viewers, let's take a look at our wreck recap. We're going to take a look at all the incidents during this race. And it looks like we have a few that even happened before the green flag dropped. Let's take a look here. This is Uva. Oh, he just pulls off. He must have had some technical difficulties there, and just, yeah, I think, yeah, he's definitely had a car that lost all controls. So now we've got Jesse here. Jesse is going to loop it around on the pace lap. Got caught in that. Ooh, so now he's got to wait. Oh, and there goes another one. That is Josh Smith that went it around too. So we haven't even started this race and they're bringing him around. So now Jesse has got to catch up here and get slotted back in position without spinning again. Watch out for those puddles, boys. All right, let's get to where the race has started. So we're going to start with Kyle Mavis here. Lap 1. He's in that orange Mustang, and around he goes, catches a puddle. I think we're going to see a ton of that. Hang on the brakes there. Gets out of the way. Next up, Josh Smith. It's Joshua in the puddle. Round it goes. Oh. Excuse me. Jonathan Cooper. See it happen. You just see it coming. Just, yep. Just ever so slightly touches that water and no chance. Derek Tyndall. Right behind Kent. Look at that. Oh, and there goes Corey, and we're going to catch that. So Derek and all three of these cars went around the same spot. So here's Corey's incident. Catches the water there. He's already, yeah. And then he had a car behind him, Joe Mayer, who did the exact same thing. Follow him up through here. Yep, look at those cars. They just do the exact same action. Bam! Actually, I think Corey getting into Joe may have kept Joe from getting into the wall there. That was an impressive little accident. And we've got Oz. Ooh, whoa, he was coming in there hot. Yeah. Coming in hot. That was lap 1, still cold tires. Here's Joe after his incident with Corey. He has no rear spoiler, so that thing has no downforce on the backside. He is just trying to bring that thing back around to the pits. And we've got Kent coming around here, gets in the water. Round he goes. Hang on to it. Brings it around. Oh, and keeps it off the wall. Nice little pirouette there. Sweet. Ethan Boyle. Still lap 1. Everybody's just cold tires and water. There they go. There goes Ethan. And our last lap 1 incident is Joe Mayer again. He's just trying to get it into the pit lane. He just has, oh, so painful. He's just trying to get into pit lane to get that car fixed. And every touch of the water sends him around. All right, here's Spencer. We are now on lap 2. Bringing it in. There's that water. Touches it. Got a car ahead of him having a tough time too. Dylan Anderson. On the gas hard when he's on the curb and water. Round he goes. Still on lap 2. Ethan Boyle. More water. Hang on to it. Round he goes. Tom O'Gorman. Maybe this is where we saw Tom leave, because he left pretty early. Bam. Yep. Peace out. He's done. He hadn't even finished moving and he jumped out. There goes Derek around. Here goes Craig around. Coming up behind him. Oh, Craig. Now he's got to go through all that water to even look at that. Even get, now he's got a car coming up and he's still in the water. Hang on to it, Craig. Finally in the dry. Derek Tyndall, lap 2. Oh, you're out there in the wet. You're going. You get it back on? Oh, so close. All right. How about Jesse? He has, oh, he is going to get hit from behind by Spencer. Just a bump, just a tap. Let's get in close on this one. Chase. So he's coming in there. Oh, and Spencer just gets in a little bit faster than he does. We're going to see this from Spencer's view this time. Oh, yeah. It just looks like Jesse touches the water, slows up ever so slightly. That big, heavy old Beamer didn't. All right, John Cooper. He had a rough race. We saw it. He is not even in the water, and he's going around. Oh, he has no wing on the back of that car. No wonder. John, you got to get that fixed. Is he going to go to the pit lane? He may not even know he's missing a wing. And he's heading towards another accident right here. Yep, because he has no wing on that thing. Oh. Okay, DJ is going to get a 2X. He's in the water and around he goes. Saved it. Car's coming up fast behind him. Oh, see Brian and Brian coming through there hot and heavy. All right, now Kent. What happened here? Oh, that is a murder. Let's look at that one from Dylan's perspective. We got to back up, see how this one transpired. Okay, so Dylan's back here a ways. Kent's over there on the left. Kent on the brake, Dylan on the brake. He goes to the inside, gets in the water, and sends Kent around and hits him for good measure. And on his way he goes. All right, let's see who our next is. We've got Roman. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. What happened there? Looks like Brian's in. So Brian's loose, hits the water, and goes. What happened before that, though? Did he get tapped by DJ? So they are side by side. Oh, you guys. Gutsy here. Who's ahead? Okay, so Brian's on the... Oh, I see what's going on here. Exciting. So Brian and Brian go through side by side. They make it through side by side. DJ tries to make a pass. Brian on the inside touches the water. DJ touches him. And then Brian gets in the water. So Brian did save it until he hit that second batch water. Now let's look at Roman was also in that. Let's see what happened here. So Roman, sees it happening and just DJ let up. Roman just gets hard into him. Let's take a look at that from Roman's perspective here. So he's looking at this on the gas. He couldn't even see Brian's in spinning around, so he has no idea what's happening ahead of him. Last but not least, here's DJ's view. Oh, you can hear him get into the back of him. All right, that was our leaders having all kinds of excitement. Now let's take a look at Donald Mensing. Loop it. Of course. Kelly, what do you bet? Loop? You think? You think it's a loop? Want to take? Yep, there it is. There's the water. Spencer? There he goes. Hang on to it. Almost caught it. Didn't quite. Craig. Man, if you would have bet on loops, you'd be winning here. Oh, boom. Josh into the... Oh, bummer. He's got to jump back and get that thing repaired. Here's Dylan taking out Ryan. Let's back that one up. And we'll take a look at it from Dylan's point of view. Where are you, Dylan? There you are. So he is a ways back here. Ryan's on the brake. Dylan goes to the inside. And boom. Sends him around. And we've got Kelly Greenhoe. Ouch. Into that tire wall. Tire wall has taken a lot of people out. Josh, lap 9. We got 20 laps here, kids. Oh, that one looks familiar. Bam! Ryan Chase hard into the wall. We got to see that one from his viewpoint. I'm just minding my business here, hitting these. Look out, look out. Ain't nothing you can do. Up and around, over she goes. Bust up every panel and into the pits. Derek. Hit the brakes, hit the brakes. Oof, woof. Scary. It's Chris ahead of him. He just touched. They got a 4X out of that. Oh, Dylan Anderson. Puddle. And into the wall. Boom. You can see the tire tracks there. He exactly followed. It blows up at the end. He exactly followed. Was that ahead of him? Josh? No, it was Ryan Chase that did that earlier. All right. Jesse. Same thing. Oh, it is. Same thing. Man, something changed about that puddle. Now all these cars, Ken's going to do the same thing. Oh my God. That's, holy crap. That is one dangerous corner there, and there's Kent trying to drive that thing home. All right, then we've got Ethan. Oh, it's another one. Hang on. Is he going to get the wall? Yes, he is. Oh, dang. I don't know. We got to give that corner a name. Here it comes again. Oh, my God. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe that at the end here, all these incidents are that same one. Here's a different one. Finally, he's just going to loop it around. And Spencer's going to bring in our last incident here. And it's not a, oh, race is over, I think. Nope, he's just, yeah, race is over. Yeah, that was his farewell. So there you go. That is it. That was some craziness there. There's Spencer hanging out. Everybody else just call into tonight. So there you go. That is a wild night at VIR with puddles and dry and slicks and all the things that don't go well together but make for some damn exciting racing. So that probably really shuffled up the standings. Because there were, well, I see Brian Lemke and Brian Zinn were still at the front there, and I know they're pretty high up on the standings. Craig Thompson, that he was up there, that definitely helped him and his. So, yeah, I've seen a little shuffling going on there. So be sure to join us this Friday night for IndyCar racing at VIR. Again, hopefully no puddles. And then on Sunday, we're going to do the MX-5 here at VIR with some bumper to bumper racing. So that'll be fun to watch. So catch us there, and be sure to check us out at apexthis.racing. See y'all soon. Have a good week.